pals, I'm Sam of Sam Bartley Designs and welcome to our October recap. In this video we're going to cover what I made, what I worked on, and what I read, and then stick around for the end because I do have a little sneak peek about what's coming next week for free over on my blog. Alright, so let's get into what I made first. Okay, so this month was really short for me. I didn't do a ton of making. I did a lot more reading than I did, but I also started some pretty big projects, so that's kind of why. So first up, I made this hexagon cardigan, if I can get it to face the right direction. So I made this out of one of the Lion Brand Mandala bonus bundle cakes. I don't remember the colorway, but yeah, I made this cardigan, which I'm obsessed with. I might put this, I didn't write a pattern or follow a pattern. I just made a hexagon and then made another hexagon and then seamed them together and put some sleeves on it. But I can make a video or like a blog post of what I did. If y'all are interested in that, just leave that in the comments below. And yeah, I can show you what I did. It's just not technically a pattern and I'm not gonna size it unless there's like a big enough ask for it. And then I can try and figure that out. But yeah, so I made that. And then, I'm really excited, I made these socks. Look at, I made two of them, and they fit. So, I'm so excited. These are probably, it's not gonna focus. These are probably some of the prettiest socks I've ever seen because I'm not very good at making them, but I figured it out. Yeah, so, socks. That's it. That's what I made this month. I made a cardigan and I made a pair of socks. I'll show you next what I worked on though, and then that'll kind of make a little bit more sense as to why I only made 2 things when I normally make like 12. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about things that I worked on. So, you remember my dive tee that I've been working on since February from We Are Knitters, my orange shirt? Well, I frogged the entire thing. And I restarted it as a raglan from the top down. So, it looks tiny, but that's just because it's on a tiny set of, or tiny cable right now. But I started working on this, and this is 3 days worth of work. 3 days. I worked on this much for 7 months, and I couldn't get past it. So I'm really glad that I redid this and I restarted it. So hopefully that'll get finished by next month. And then I started this scarf. This will have it's not a pattern really, it's just instructions. I'll put this up on my blog too when I finish it. But this is really simple. It's just like back and forth garter stitch. I can never get anything to focus for y'all. And I held a skein of Surrey silk, and then I did, you can see it there, I did a bunch of mini skeins and I just tied them end to end and wound that with a strand of Surrey silk, and it's like so incredibly soft. I'm obsessed with it. So I can't wait to finish that. And then the last project that I've been working on, this is the big one. So I'm starting a cardigan design for Hobby that's gonna come out this spring. And this is part of it. So I started this, and then I've got the other front panel done. I just haven't seamed it all together yet. And then I started on the other granny squares. So I'm working on the back, and then the sleeves I've got to get sized and made up and figure out what I'm doing for the trim on it because I don't know what I want the front like hem section and the cuffs to look like, but in the bottom hem. But yeah, so those were the 3 big projects that I've been working on this month. They've just taken up a lot of time because they are so big and so detailed and intricate. But yeah, so that's what I've made and what I've worked on, and now let's get into what I read because I'm really excited about this. Okay, so for what I read this month, I read a bunch. I read Fourth Wing again. I just had to reread it. We've got Iron Flame coming out in just a couple weeks. So I had to get another reread, go through and annotate everything so I could remember what was going on. Oh, I'm so excited. I might start this one more time, but I've also got it on audiobook, so I might just listen to it over the next week, just because I want to make sure that I know what I'm getting into. I think book 2 is going to be like a filler book. I don't think it's going to necessarily be as like fun as this book, but I am really excited about the second one. yeah, that comes out in November. So, and I'm getting a special edition version of this too. I got that on Amazon when that pre-order went up. So yeah, I'll get another one. I can't wait to show you that. And then the next book I started is One Dark Window. Gosh, I have it in front of me and I can't even remember what it's called. But I just started this one yesterday. Very excited. I'm 133 pages into it. So probably gonna finish this one today. And then the other books that I read were all on my Kindle. I read Morbidly Yours, The Unmarked Witch, and The Music Was Just Getting Good. The Music Was Just Getting Good is actually the final book in the installment of Alicia Cook's series of this mixtape series. I have the book review for the second one up on my website. It's my favorite poetry book of the year. So I'm really excited to get on this one. I'm really excited that NetGalley sent it to me early. But yeah, so those are the books that I read this month. Like I said, I read a bunch. For me, this was a lot. I normally only read like 1 or 2 books a month, and I might start a 3rd or 4th. But to get all of these ones in and then just have this one, and then I am still finishing The Unmarked Witch. I'm almost done with it though, so I'm kind of counting it because I only have like a couple chapters left. So that'll get finished today too. But yeah, so that's what I read this month. Now let's get into the sneak peek of what I have coming next week. Okay, so if you saw like a week ago, anyway, I released these boot cuffs up on my website. I do have a video tutorial coming for these soon. I've had a couple people ask for one. I've got some new crocheter friends following, and fun fact, we're gonna have a how to crochet video coming up. I want to do some intro stuff just because I want you all to have those skills available to you. I'll get that linked on my blog as well. We'll go over how to start, how to chain, how to single crochet, how to half double crochet, magic circle, and how to change colors. So I'll have that video coming up. And then I wanted to show you the design we have coming next week. I've got my Japandi scarf coming. So it's got this beautiful texture on it, and once again it doesn't want to focus. And then it's a keyhole scarf, so it's got this little hole in it, and you just pull the other end of the scarf through, and then it stays right across you and you don't have to worry about it. You stay nice and cozy, and it's so soft. This is made with merino and mohair held together, I believe. You'll have all the details next week, but it's from Hobby. I'm so excited, and yeah, this is coming next week. All right, so that's it for this week. Well, I guess that's it for this month, but yeah, if you have any questions about anything I made or what I've worked on or anything I read, just leave those in the comments below and I'll answer them for you. And yeah, I will see you all in next week for the boot cuff tutorial and the scarf release. And then after that, I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.